Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're getting into our top cut here today at Little Squid League. My name is Toma. I'm joined by my good friend Jorian today. How are you doing?
It's been going fine. We're in the top cut, as you said. We're seeing the match one. This is seed 10 versus seed 23 as a bracket. I don't know if the seed actually does matter, but still, this is one of the things. Might be an upset for the Deep Blues if Intro does win, but for Deep Blues, this could be a huge step because going to round 2, they will be fighting This Is Fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Team that we saw actually around one of groups on stream that were able to win their match there, and I believe they went on to do very well, and their group obviously making within the top 4 to advance here to gold bracket today. But Jorian, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be seeing going in here on this first game. We're gonna be seeing, if I can pull it up here real fast. Yep, Barnacle and Dime coming out. Splat Zone's one of our new maps for this season. Give me a little bit of your opinion about it. What do you think about this map?
So Barnacle and Dime for the map itself is Splat Zones. If you remember, let's see, Sturgeon Shipyard, with the length of it only being like one strip area, but mostly think about it as Splatoon 2's Starfish main stage. The area of the zone is mostly like that. It's going to be a heavy battle in mid, back and forth. If you do have a sniper, it could be really cool, but might be seeing a lot of Atrix, as usual.
Yeah, definitely will be. We're going to be seeing what they're loading in to the game here with both teams. Going to be a little bit new to this, I'm sure. We're going to see a pretty aggressive comp coming out there, and the proper backline actually going to be coming out on Ink Strikers. Other than that, a new weapon. Oh no, sorry, that is not the new Tetras. So the only no new weapons from this season coming out. They're going to be sticking to a little bit maybe safer picks that they know how to use on this new stage. As you can kind of see here, Gay Agenda, that Tetra Delees kind of move in on the side, and the Crab Tank trying to clear out the street over here on the right as Deep Blues is able to take an early cap of the zone.
It's interesting right now for the Tetras to not do the new Tetras. It's because look at the map itself. There's not really any walls that the Zip Catcher can actually go onto to sneak for the ball point, but really doesn't matter right now because it looks like the Deep Blue has 3 on the advantage for the map, and against Ink Strikers, it looks like they're going to be doing a little bit of a lockout unless Ink Strikers can do something like spell all the specials, but it seems Wacky and Tofu seems like they're doing right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a good picks over there into that kind of right upper area plat. Able to flush everybody out and retake this zone. Like you said, a lot of lockouts in this map. I know that has been my personal experience when I've been playing this map, is that it's just hard to get out of spawn when they've locked you out. And it looks like now with 3 down on Deep Blues, it's going to be Ink Strikers' turn to try, or Strikers' turn to try to get up there and create that lockout situation. Tofu there on that bucket trying to poke over that ledge with the strikes coming out, forcing Deep Blues further back as the penalty, or the timer is working off this clock, trying to get Ink Strikers to a lead change. The Reef Slider does go in, and the Booyah Bomb as well, trying to neutralize that zone, but it's not quite enough. Ink Strikers is going to be able to change the lead here, and they're going to be able to extend that lead some as well with 2 down on Deep Blues.
With the Tana actually going down early, and the same time with the Reef Slider going down, we did see as well, but that was a 3v1 on the Ink Strikers versus that Tetris itself, but that really did cost it. But as we're seeing right now with the Splash actually able to paint a solo with the Tetras, we might be able to see a change, but in the matter of seconds it might not be happening unless, okay, that's a double.
Yeah, and that Reef Slider going to be able to secure the zone for them and keep their hopes alive in this game. The Jet going to be coming out, fighting it out with the Tetras there, but going to go down. Deep Blue not ready to give up this game quite yet. They're going to be burning through that penalty timer really fast. So you can already see Strikers trying to strike their way in, but they're just dropping members. Jorian, you see that ballpoint backed up, not really able to do much. That Tetra doing a great job in their base down there, just holding them. And it's 3 down still on Ink Strikers right now. They're getting a little bit staggered as they try to exit.
The staggered exit because they have no specials to push through, it's mostly the main concern that they have right now. But that was one special. The ball saw the inkjet and they all pick it out, but it's not going to be enough time. And that would be Deep Blue's comeback for the first victory down to the wire.
My God, I am not gonna lie there. I thought for a second that it was all over before that Reef Slider came back in and saved that game. And like you said near the beginning, such a lockout heavy map, and we really saw that once Deep Blues was able to take that zone and move back into that lockout situation. It really was just kind of downhill for them there, and it was really hard for Ink Strikers to be able to get out of their own spawn.
And at the same time as well for Deep Blues, at the earlier, like in the mid game against Ink Strikers, we did see that 1v1 against the T-Tech and the Tetris, and Tetris wasn't able to even get a shot in, but they did get the redemption at the end. All because of securing the zone and the Weave Slider. Them staying alive and coming with the T-Tech of their own was huge. But let's move on to map 2.
Yeah, we're going to be going in now on TC Mako Mart. Not quite as new, definitely a mode that these teams are going to have, you know, considerably more practice on, especially for our more well-established teams who have been playing in competitive longer. This is kind of just a returning classic map from Splatoon 2. I think that it's got a really good balance to this tower path, the way that it moves. Overall, Mako, I think, is a really great stage. It lends itself well to lots of different weapon choices. You have the short ranges who can fight well, but still, and give them good enough cover, like on those stacks from, you know, leaders, splatlings, any long range weapons, but still those backlines have a really solid place to stand as well, and it leads to a lot of good weapon variety. I do think you see a lot of sloshers, rollers, Swatanas here. The ledges can be really important for them to camp, and inspires, you know, maybe some non-shooter gameplay.
We love Tri-Sloshers. We love blasters in this map. I'd say in with parentheses at the whole point, but that's the main reason. Like you said, because of the ledges, they are huge on this map. Because if you get caught on a ledge by one of those, you're basically fully decimated. And we do see a Slosher machine though come back for the side of Deep Blues, and no change as well on the side of Ink Strikers. But no, there's a Carbon.
There's a Carbon, and actually we're seeing the Zipcaster Tetras coming out on the side of Deep Blues as well, seeing if they can maybe get some use out of that new kit for the Tetras that they were able to use so well last time. Right now, the fight in mid going down. You have one down early on the side of Ink Strikers, trading down another one for a member of Deep Blues. The Inkjet gets taken out there, I believe, in the sky as well. Pick onto the Carbon. 3 down. Deep Blues is going to use this opportunity to try to be able to clear past checkpoint 1. Relatively uncontested here at that first checkpoint.
It was a really good read for the splash as well, finding out where the ballpoint was, because I think they maybe had Ninja Grip. That's a 2 down on each side on the trade on checkpoint 2, but the tower is still rising with the wipeout from the Tetra and the splash both together. The Tetris is going in with the Zipcats as well, trying to get as many kills as possible. They're already killing down the second checkpoint. They're going to the last one, but the distraction of the Tetra as well. The second cap has been pulled out. The crab has been decimated, and the checkpoint has been killed off. Almost.
Yeah, now just that machine left. They're gonna have to back up there, but a push to 13 in the opening 1 minute of the game is super impressive. And it looks like with the 2 down on to Ink Strikers there, they're gonna be able to at least keep some of this forward momentum, kind of keeping it kind of neutral here on the side of Ink Strikers map right now. The Wiper coming in, trying to poke around there, getting flushed by a bomb though, as they try to clear the stack with their teammates from that Carbon Roller. The Carbon Roller does get a trade out. The stamp is going to come out as well. Doesn't quite find a pick as this tower resets here in mid. But both teams here now really just need to kind of find their offensive footing once again. We've gone back really into this neutral game. The crab popped on the far left side. Not exactly sure how much action it's going to be seeing over there for the tower, but maybe able to work off something this Carbon tried to get onto the tower there. But just Deep Blues again is doing such a great job holding this offensive front.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and you did see about the offensive action, but you were talking about the inkjet. They just died immediately after because they got completely shot by the slot machine and the splash, if I remember correctly. But we still see the Platonic gameplay just going wild right now. They've been alive for the past like maybe 2 minutes so far, and really basically they've been playing all around pain and more all around the little distraction player out of everything, and they've been just playing it off really well. If you see them getting a kill on the splash as well, did not letting it go over in any way, but they're just staying into neutral zone. Yet they know that they don't need to push up. They don't need to be greedy that much until the end.
You're absolutely right. You know, I think the big thing with this Swiper and this Tetra they're doing is they're killing time off this clock for Deep Blues. Because when you're the team in the lead, you've got 13, the other team hasn't been able to score yet. If you can just delay them from scoring, if you can just keep kind of pestering them, it doesn't matter really if you add anything to your own score. And they seem to know that pretty well. But now, full wipe on Ink Strikers. Deep Blues going to use this opportunity. They're like, hey, we didn't have to push, but now we definitely can. As those members are going to be going up there. You see that Tetra, that Wiper again, just in an excellent spot. But Tofu there from Ink Strikers going to be able to find a pick before going down to plus. Wacky going to be coming around the side. I don't think they quite see them. Going to try to sneak up behind this crowd, see if they can get a sneaky pick. They do, but the Wiper sees them as well. That is going to be a great stop there from Deep Blues, as now this tower still got one member on it, but the fights, and Deep Blues knows how to take these.
The Viper just got a quad, by the way. Just letting you know there. It might be a 5 because of the... Oh, no, it was so close to the 5 because of the inkjet. But that's another wipeout. But that's on the side for Ink Striker to sign for. They could start a little bit of a push, but with the checkpoint, with the tower actually going all the way to the second checkpoint, the reset is going to be a little bit faster because they are on the losing side, but they just need a lot of paint. For Ink Strikers, they were going all around specials, but they always die at the same time on the hands of Deep Blue every time they have a special because of the Tana and the Tetra. But the Tana was dead, the Tetra is out respawn as well. They're on top on the right corner. That's 3 down on the side of Deep Blues. This is the time to push if they have tower.
Yeah, and they're going to be hopping on there to get this push started, but they need to really get in front of that space and control that area in front of the objective. Tofu, you can see here, doing a great job being exactly where the carbon needed to be, which was under that ledge. But now, as that tower approaches, they're going to be backing off, trying to move to the side, and they're going to be able to move this tower. It looks to checkpoint too, but the Tetra is coming in, zip casting in. This is the time. It's overtime. They just need to find their picks on the tower, but look, they've all hopped off. And with that, Deep Blues is able just to get right on there and punish that. You can't pop off the tower during overtime. That is always just the rough part, especially when it's facing so much fire like it was.
You have to take a sacrifice of either taking one for the team or just playing it safe, and playing it safe for Ink Strikers was not really the option there. But yeah, Deep Blue is going in strong, but not really strong actually. Ink Strikers did a little bit of a good fight. They did a really good fight, even though being C23 for their own group. They definitely seem pretty new, but they played pretty strong against Deep Blues. So it's pretty good potential.
Definitely don't want to undermine that Barnacle and Dime game. They pushed all the way to 1 before their push was stopped, and Deep Blues came back. You know, great fight from both sides. I'm sure both of these teams are walking away like Ink Strikers, nothing to feel bad about here. It was an absolutely excellent performance. But that is going to be Deep Blues moving on to round 2 of our top cut.
This will be fine for them. It will totally be 100% fine for them to be battling. This is fine. But who knows? Yeah, that will be another time, and we'll be seeing those matches coming up soon. But for now, I think that's it, and we're going to be waiting a little bit before going on break.